In this video, we'll take a closer look at revenue and how revenue can affect the bottom line of your company. As you can see, this company has 4 employees currently entered into BudgetShaper. Tom and John are both fairly billable at 70 and 80%, while Bill, the owner, is at 50%, and Janet, the receptionist, is currently not billing at all. The total hours worked put Tom, Bill, and Janet as full-time employees, and John as a part-time employee. As you can see, their payment rate and total hours are accounted for in their annual salary. The income that they're providing for the company is based on the amount of billable hours that they are working at their billing rate. As you can see, currently this company is coming in just under where they need to be in order to match their profit goals for the year. Let's take a look at how adjusting some things within current employees or adding a new employee can affect the company's bottom line. First off, let's try adding a new employee. If we add Tim, who will work 20 hours a week for 52 weeks a year, and pay him $15 an hour, and expect 60% billable time at a rate of $65 an hour, we will see that Tim can generate an additional $40,000 in income for our company. This income was enough to meet our goal of profit for the year, assuming all things stay constant. While adding a new employee can sometimes be a great way to increase your company's profits, it's not always the case. Let's take, for example, the thought that Tim was hired. However, there was not enough billable work for him to do. If Tim is only billable 20% of the time, you can see that he is actually hurting our bottom line more than helping our bottom line. So it's important to do your research before adding new employees and knowing if they can be billable enough to help your company make a profit. Let's edit Tim and assume that he can make 50% of his time billable. Now we're back to about where we started, just under where we need to be for our profit goals. As I scroll down, I can see that there are other things involved in our revenue. Things such as markdowns, material sales, and cost of goods sold also play a pivotal role in our company's bottom line. Markdowns, for instance, are a direct takeaway from profit. Any decrease in markdowns will result in a direct increase in profit. For example, if we can take markdowns from 10% down to 8%, we will go from losing $31,252 to $25,000. This means a direct increase in profit in $7,000. As you can see, that change alone took us from below where we need to be to above where we need to be with our hourly rate. Another way that I can increase my profit is by increasing my material sales. However, keep in mind that if my costs of goods sold don't increase at a lesser rate than my material sales, I will not be adding any revenue, but instead losing revenue. So, if my material sales go from $10,000 to $15,000, an increase of $5,000, and my cost of goods sold go from $7,000 to $10,000, we will see an increase in profit. However, if my material sales go from $15,000 to $20,000, and my costs of goods sold go from $10,000 to $16,000, we will see a decrease in profit. The final way to account for revenue with BudgetShaper is through other income. If I have any other sources of income within my business, this would be the place to add it. If I add $10,000 of income, you will see an increase in profit. Therefore, my net hourly rate is raising further over what the hourly rate needed is for me to meet my profit goals. This has been an overview of the revenue section of BudgetShaper.